Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and it's time to add the final little round of circles to my cheese box journal. So we have butterflies and we have some sewing. So there's two previous videos showing how I decorated the box and another one making the little journals. So in my previous video I had asked my viewers what they would like to see in the box for the next subject, and I got some nice comments, and in amongst those lovely comments 4 of my subscribers gave me suggestions. So we have Alice with flowers and bees, we have Barbie from Nellie and Ruth Designs, and she said women in dresses or cute little silkworms. Okay, that's a bit out there, but we'll give it our best shot. And Carol suggested gardening and Tabitha suggested nature. So I couldn't decide, and therefore I am going to do 1 page for each suggestion. So we're going to start off with Alice's flowers and bees. I've got my things, let's see, where will we put that wee note back there? I've got my little bits ready. So obviously we're always going to start off with a circle because they always start off with a circle. So this is just some 49 in Market scrapbook paper. So flowers and bees, I have flower and a flower and a bee. Wait and I'll show you. Woodwear, Be Happy, FRS 670. It's very cute. I've used it quite a lot in my card making when I was making cards before I decided to go into the journal world. So yeah, that's very cute. So we'll just get this stuck down. So just for a little bit, the paper has already got some nice pattern and some words on it. So we're just going to add this sticker. Let's just put it there. These washi stickers are lovely. They just disappear into the background. Now we'll need to do a little bit of surgery, I think, on this flower, and we'll just cut it about there. And then we will move that leaf up and we'll just lift the flower on the top there somehow, maybe like that. Yeah, something like that. So let's get the flower down. I've got my old magazine here and my glue stick. So I think it was about there. So this will be the last of, I don't think there'll be room in the box for any more, but it was great getting suggestions because, you know, I'm just going to cut that stem off. It was great getting suggestions because, to be honest, I had sort of couldn't really think of all that much. And so this is a nice idea. And then when I look at it on the shelf, I can think of my lovely subscribers. So I stamped with my VersaFine, and then I just used my watercolour pencils to colour in the bee, and we will give it a machine stitch round, and I've got some ribbon here so that I can attach the pages. We'll just leave it aside for now. Oh, excuse me. And we will move on to Barbie from Nellie and Ruth Designs. So, women in dresses. Now I do have some women in dresses, but they're all too big for these circles. Far too big. My women in dresses, too big. Cute little silkworms. I'm going to take a little bit of artistic license, and instead of using silkworms, I am going to use some snails, which are sort of like silkworms, maybe. And I have 3 snails all in a row, foraging in the forest, carrying their homes on their back. I thought that was quite fun. What do you think? So this little snail is from Flora and Fauna, and it's called Avery Love Set. Avery Love Set. Yes, Flora and Fauna. And I have again just stamped with my VersaFine and coloured with my watercolour pencils. It didn't take much colour. Actually, it's trying to get these off sometimes. There, I was on the wrong side. And then I always put these down, and then they become invisible on your desk, and before you know it, you've got all these backings and you don't know where they've come from. Oh dear, I had to stop there because I was having a little bit of a cough. Right, yes, I was saying, I think, about colouring the snails because I couldn't decide what colour a snail should be, so I've used a kind of grey stroke beigey stroke brown. I just couldn't think what colour a snail should be. Answers on a postcard. Right, we're in amongst the leaves here, taking shelter under the big toadstool mushroom. Toadstool? Mushroom? Don't know. But off they go. I don't know if they're all related. They look like triplets. Is it Mawpaw and the Wains? Who knows? I'll need to be careful when I'm doing my stitches round. I think I'm just going to leave that like that. It's quite fun. So there we have those two. Carol, gardening. Sort of sensible one now. I have this stamp, which is from a little cute Etsy shop called the Little Stamp Store, and you get the stamp in this little linen bag. So that's the stamp, and there's also the tiniest little bee that goes with it, and they come and you get, see, that's the little bee stamped out. How tiny is that? I'm glad they put it on one of them because that would be lost and never to be found. So that's the Little Stamp Store. I bought a few stamps. They're a wee bit different. They're all handmade. So that's this. And I'm just going to put it on like that, which is gardening. So we've got our carrots and our cabbages and our sweet corn and our leaves and a little robin. Look, it's really quite detailed. It's a lovely wee stamp. I was glad to get a chance to use it because I think I've only used it once before. And I think that was when I used to do my daily journaling in my Hobonichi, a Japanese journal that I used to keep every day. I used to journal about my day, and then I just stopped doing it. So that's Carol, gardening, and Tabitha is nature. So Tabitha is getting some leaves and a bird for nature. Quite straightforward. And this bird is from the same set as the snail, the Flora and Fauna Avery Love set. So let's just get that stuck down. It's really been fun to decorate these little circles. I've enjoyed it. It's not too big. You can use up your little stamps. Don't need, it's not a huge space to fill. Just make him stand on that branch there. I'm seeing him, maybe it's her. Right, now let's see, well, we put them in the order. Flowers, which one do we want? Yes, I think I want the bee on the top. So we've got the bees, it's the birds and the bees in a garden. Yes, it is quite gardeny, isn't it? Right, we'll have him on the top, this one, and this one. So we want to sew round, but we want to join them first. So if I just tack that down with a little bit of glue so that it's there when I stitch round. Maybe we'll put the yellow one in this. Oh. Because that means, see, that means they fold over nicely. If you just use a piece of material or a piece of fabric or a ribbon in between. Right, just a tiny bit glue. I'm not fussed that there's no pattern on the other side. I want a big enough space so that they're going to fold over nicely. Just put that there like that, and then we'll just do the next one. Now I've got, will we just use the yellow for them all? I think we will. It was about that much, wasn't it? It's all very scientific. And about that much in between. And then last piece, and then I will go to my machine. Oh, that's a bit of a glob. And give them a bit of a stitch round. I I think it always adds. The back is just, I think it's butterflies that are on the back. Yeah, sort of stripy butterflies. We'll just leave the back. Right, off to the machine. Okay, how cute are they? I can't believe how well they've worked out, even although it was 4 random people that, well, not random people, 4 of my subscribers that chose the themes, so they worked out really well. So yeah, that's the final part of the little cheese box journal. How cute is that? You open it up and there are those, and then the sewing ones, and then the butterflies. All very different, absolutely gorgeous. It will be on display on the shelf in the crafty room for sure. Okay, so thanks again to Alice, Barbie, Carol and Tabitha. And while I'm here, I want to congratulate my YouTube crafty friend Dee. Dee just reached 1,000 subscribers and she's making an Edith Holden folder folio as a giveaway. So if you haven't come across Dee from Dee's Crafty Place yet, go over, have a look at her channel. She makes absolutely beautiful things, and yeah, maybe subscribe. So if you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.